Hello VC, hello everyone. This is a video about Psyko Platters 500 subs contest. But before that, I want to make several shoutouts to people that I haven't mentioned on my previous video about Reading. First of all, Rob from Boston, my friend Rob from Boston, that we are chatting in the VC all the time. Another one is Cunningham, the Beatles aficionado, and there's Kinnear from Liverpool, and Adam 87, and many others, many others. But another person that I want to mention is a guy from Brazil, a very nice guy from Brazil, by the name of Nelio. And Nelio just made his debut video in the VC, and he showed some South American rock beat groups and bands record vinyls, and one of them was the Shakers, and he showed their debut album, which he said it is quite sought after. But he has only the Brazilian pressing, and they are from Argentina. And funny enough, strange enough, I have the Argentine original album by the Shakers, Los Shakers. The condition is, let's say, VG or something. Not in the best. See something. Someone write his name here. There's a bit residue of sellotape here, but still, it's quite reasonable cover. And what a beautiful cover it is! So 60s, Los Shakers, and the Argentine label and record. You can see here. Odeon Pops, like the Beatles. Odeon Pops, you know, was the Beatles label in Argentina back in the 60s. And the condition is, again, there are signs here and there, so it's, say, also VG. Anyway, this is for you, Nelio, and I will put a link down there, so everyone can go and watch his videos, and do subscribe to his new channel. It's not new in the VC, but probably will make many. I hope he will make many videos in the future. Anyway, now for Psyko Platters contest, which I think gone up more than 500, much more. And this guy is known for his coffee. He drinks coffee in his videos. So for you, Paul, is my coffee, a Starbucks. Okay, put it here. Now for the contest. Paul Psyko Platters asked us, by the way, I hope I'm not late for answering this contest. He asked us 3 questions. The first one was show a signed album or CD and tell a story about it. The second question was a record that got away. The third question was favorite bootleg. Okay, now we'll start with the first question. Now, I'm not sure you can see, but there's an autograph of Ringo Starr at the side, at the left side of this single. I hope it will count because it's a single. It's not an album. And it's the single of Please Me Ask Me Why. This is Ask Me Why, the side of Ask Me Why, that Ringo had signed on this single in 1963. Now, the story I'm just going to tell you in a moment. Now, this signature behind me, and it was acquired in 1990, in the Beatles' day of 1990 in London, in Southampton Row, Bonington Hotel, from a guy that sold several autographs by the Beatles, and he had an affidavit, and he sent me an affidavit. This Ringo Starr autograph was obtained when Miss Eileen Reed visited John's house in Weybridge when Ringo answered the front door. Now, I know Eileen Reed was a big fan of the Beatles. She was an acquaintance of George Harrison's sister, Louise. So this is a true signature by Ringo, but I need to put a better glass on it because it's just fading away, and it's a problem. Now, this is also connected to the second question that you asked, Paul, Psychic Platters, about a record that gone away. Now, the guy that sold the autographs there sold also Please Please Me original record, you know, the gold stereo with the cover that had signature of all four Beatles. And because it cost, you know, 4 times what I paid back in 1990 for Ringo's autograph from 1963, I didn't want to pay this a lot of money. Now it was very, very, very expensive. But in today's rate, it's more than tripled its value, and it's now go for, you know, crazy money, thousands of pounds and dollars and whatever. So this is the album that got away. Okay, for the third question, this is more, I think I have more things to show you. My favorite bootleg. Now, if you know me, I'm not a fan of bootlegs, but I do have several Beatles bootlegs, special Beatles bootlegs, that even I showed before, you know, the Beatles sessions and all kinds. But I do like the Beatles BBC recordings, which before the BBC official records was out, it was the only source to hear, to listen to the BBC recordings of the Beatles and by the Beatles. And I do have vinyls records that are bootlegs, that was out during the 80s, I think the late 80s, and they are just beautiful in their looks, and also they are great in the sound. I don't have all of them. I think it's 13 records, and I do have only 11. I need to get number 10 and 11. Okay. But I show you what I have, and they are trying to imitate the original Beatles albums, the Beatles, the BBC one, which of course reminiscing of Beatles' second album, the American one, and Volume 2, what a beautiful one, Volume 3. Colorful blue. Volume 4, what a beautiful picture of the Beatles in London. Volume 5, what can you say about this cover? Volume 6. Volume 7, try to imitate a German album. Volume 8. Well, I do miss also Volume 8, but this Volume 9 is try to imitate the George Martin album. Now Volume 12, and the last of this series, Volume 13, which still have its shrink. So I don't have 11, I have 10 albums. I will get the 3 that I miss here. Anyway, it's not the end. Also, you know, I don't collect many CDs. CDs is not my forte. But because I'm talking about the BBC record, BBC sessions and records by the Beatles, during the early 90s in Italy, they produced a box set of the BBC sessions, and it's just beautiful. It's full of CDs. Just a minute. Here it is. Now there's not 3 CDs, but 9, and there should be complete. All the complete sessions, more of course than the official one. 2 volumes that were out. There was the 3 first CDs, and the next one should be here. Number 4, 5, and sorry for that, the 4, 5, and 6. Okay, all of them, you know, have the same back CD. Here's the 9 CDs, complete BBC Beatles sessions. And also they put in this box set a beautiful, beautiful booklet, big booklet, and colorful and informative, with many, many beautiful pictures, as you can see here. This is a work of professionals. Bootleg, but oh, what a beautiful picture here. Professionals. Now, after it was out, this box, it got they found more recordings by the Beatles, and they did an additional CD, which I acquired, as you can see, from March 12, 1963. Here we go. This is the name of the program. So, bootleg, CD, not my forte, but still they are my favorite bootlegs. And that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope Paul Psyko Platters, you'll have many, many more subscribers. And that's it for this video. Until next time, bye bye from Heli.